How's it going, everyone? How are you doing? Got ourselves another Ageofmythology pro player cast slash high level cast. Depends on what you think pro is, but we've got Chemo, who I think is rank number 7 right now on the ladder at the time of recording, going up against. I mean, arguably that is a pro player cast right there. That is a pro level. Right? If you're in a top 10, you're gonna be a pro, right? Going up against Blidge, who is I think ranked 70. So again, knows what he's doing. So this should be a really high-level Ageofmythology game, 1v1. So we've got... The main reason I wanted to find this game is because we've got Big Ra. Now, I played Ra a lot at the beginning of Ageofmythology when it came out, but Ra was considered quite weak. They just didn't really have that kind of X factor. They didn't have that oomph that some other civs had. But with the latest patch, they have been buffed somewhat. So we'll see. I've seen a few people now playing Ra. I don't know what the win rates are at the moment, but they were really quite low down a while ago. So we'll have to wait and see if the new changes have had any impact whatsoever to Ra. Little bit of villager delay there, like not really doing much, and that can happen, but. Big Chemo there with a good like 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds there of villagers looking around at each other thinking, we don't know what to do. So that's definitely going to slow him down. But let's have a look see what Ra is doing. He's got some using the sheep to scout, which is interesting because you don't really get, all you get is this starting priest to go out and scout. You can build obviously these obelisks. We have a look at what the map looks like. You can see the line of sight these things do, but they're very easy to take down. You know, the way I like using these obelisks, if you got anyone that plays a lot of Egypt, the best way to use these obelisks, I mean, I mean, there isn't a right or wrong. You know, you can use them anywhere, but it's very good to like put them just on the edges of the map here and try to keep them out of sight of, you know, any of your opponent's scouts. So if you want to keep an eye on a town center, just put it really far out so the circumference of the line of sight, and you can see the circle here, is just on the edge, so you can see it whilst keeping the obelisk out of the line of sight. So nice obelisk there, very aggressive obelisk there. Going to be keeping an eye on him. What have we got going on with the villagers? Currently only got a couple on gold, a couple building a temple, and the rest is on food. Obviously we've got the Pharaoh here that is empowering the granary right now. So again, this is what you see with Egypt. Every time they get free buildings, like their houses, granaries, you know, they're all free. So what you'll often see is them spammed down in your base around your towers and just kind of create choke points. So you can already see here, you know, this temple is, you know, it's very difficult to get hold of this sentry tower here unless you come all the way around the back here. And it's just about kind of building your base very defensively, and because your houses, granaries, mining camps, etc., are a lumber camp as well, because they're all free, it's very easy to spam them in a way where you can use them very defensively and create those choke points. And so yeah, it's really good idea to just spam them down on the map. So Chemo playing Ra. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. He's going up with Tar, I'm gonna say. He's also got the Hands of the Pharaoh, so that's going to allow his priest to... It essentially buffs the priest, but it also lets them pick up... oh, that is naughty. It also lets them pick up these bad boys, which I imagine is why he wants it. And what's he just picked up there?
Greek.
So he's just picked up a relic. So he's got the text of Imhotep, which buildings are constructed faster. This is such a good one, because especially when you want to put down your forts and all that sort of stuff, it's really, really good. So building time is minus 10%. TCs, all that sort of good stuff. So yeah, really, really smart play here. Love it. I love it. Okay, let's see what's going on. We already see some cavalry units. We've got some termers incoming. Where are they? Here they are. So he's put down a couple of stables. Oh, well, they don't have stables, do they? So Aranas. One of the Atlantean civs. These Caladri units are so good, by the way. They don't actually have an attack, but they're so frustrating to deal with. They slow down your units. And look at this. Look how good they are as a scout unit here. Look, he's keeping an eye, really great scouting. They're keeping a really good eye on that villager. And he sees, at the moment the settlement gets built, He's got an eye on it, and watch the Termers just beeline for those villagers. He's got his Pharaoh there, so he's going to try and get that TC built really, really fast. He's got his Wajet there. But is that going to be enough? Oh, and the Shockwave coming in, and the Carnivora using 2 of his God Powers there to defend, essentially stop that settlement going down. And now we've got the Shifting Sands as well. The Shifting Sands, you see, it teleports all of his units, and it teleported them all back to his base. Nice, safe, and sound. So instead of getting that settlement for the extra town center, he's going to build a village center inside his base. So the only real downside to building a village center as opposed to a town center is that the town centers give you extra population and some other benefits. That obviously gives you more map control, more control of natural resources. But, you know, he'll take that and he'll just build a village center instead. So that's kind of feels like, you know, this Ra meta has been, you know, that 2 TC kind of eco build. Let's focus on Blidge and see what he's up to. Look at this. I love this as well. And this is the reason why I'm playing Uranus quite a bit as well at the moment. Terma's trying to catch him. He's got a couple of those Caladrias. He's just having a look around, seeing if he can find anything. And you can see here he's got this Sky Passage in his base. And what he does, he uses it to put all of his villagers inside there and then pop out over here. And you just wouldn't expect this as the Ra player. You would not expect this right now. You do see a Sky Passage, another Sky Passage coming down here. Oh, look, and he's putting them inside as well. Oh, is he? Oh, it looks like he might be taking them back to his base. Or is he going to be bringing them here? Terma's just having a look around. Look, he has! He's just teleported all of these citizens into the Sky Passage, and he still has his Carnivora here to defend if there's any push coming in. But there's literally, doesn't look like there's any units down now for Ra. But look at Ra spamming down those farms. This is what Ra does best, baby. He gets lots of gold, and he puts down all of these farms. And why? Because farms are cheaper. They're half the price of a normal farm, and you get to use the rain ability, which basically doubles the speed at which these guys gather food. Maybe even more, I think. I think it's about double. It just says farms faster, but you know. Only just now getting pickaxe from Blidge. Interesting. So that's the first gold upgrade. Getting that at 7.5 minutes. A little bit slow. Farms are pretty much all down now. Still has a couple more to go. And now comes the barracks spam. Look at this, triple barracks already coming down. Now, this is what I've seen Ra players do a lot. They go for this farm build, and then they spam down the barracks, because when you've got this many farms, the moment you start casting rain god power, your eco is going to be popping off. So you need to be able to spend all of those resources. The more barracks you have, the easier it is to spend all of them juicy resources. There comes the rain.
You need to.
And look at that, 1.64 now. It is double. So it's about 2.5 times the speed. It doesn't last forever, but you know, it does last quite a while. And now look at this. What are we making? We're starting to make some slingers. Slingers cost wood and gold. Look at that food already, over 1,000 food already. And that is going to just go up and up and up. But Blidge, he's on a second town center as well. That Carnivora, that stays there until you take it down. Citizens, they do gather faster than normal. Villagers, I love the Sky Passage play. I feel like Uranus is going to be one of those like high skill ceiling civilizations. And I think a lot of top players are going to enjoy playing them, because you've got these Sky Passages where you can teleport around the map, and it's going to be really strategic in how you use the Sky Passage. And I really like how Blidge has used his Sky Passage here. And he's just gathering up these resources. So if Ra tries to push out on this side of the map, all these resources are going to be gobbled up. Gobble, gobble. I love the noise that these Wajets make, by the way. Don't know if you guys can hear that, but I don't know. It just sounds like kind of like a dying pig a little bit. You know, that's just accepted its fate. That is literally what it sounds like. A dying pig that knows it's going to die. But it's a cool. It's cool. You know, I'm not complaining. All right. A market going down, that indicates maybe that you want to age, but he definitely doesn't have the gold to age yet. Built a nice little cheeky wall down here. Village center, villagers are going to run into. So Terma's trying to do some damage here. And now Ra is pushing out. This is why they need to push out. This is why they need to make all of these units right now. He needs to push out for his second gold mine. Blitz has map control. He's got a gold mine here. He's in control of all of these gold. He is in control of the map right now. He's got plentiful resources right now. So Ra wants to make as many units as he can and just get as many. Look how many villages he got on gold now. All of a sudden, there's 18 villagers on gold. He's on 54 villagers all of a sudden. Thanks to that 2 TC, but it's still not as many as Blitz. He's had that 2 TCs down just for as long as he has. And now we've got medium spearmen and slingers on the way. This feels like a bow pike composition from Age of Empires 3. It's just, but you can spam so many of them. And look at his resources right now, popping off. So this farm build, look at this beautiful farm build. Absolutely glorious. He's on 7 barracks. 7 barracks. He is spamming units. Look, from 7 barracks, he's getting all of the arsenal upgrades now as well. Aging up as well on top of all of this. So he's made lots of units. Oh, but another shockwave. The villager's not going to know what's hit them. And he's using the chaos ability. Uranus has aged up to age 3, so he gets his age 3 god power. Another carnivora as well coming. It's a free. All 3 god powers used. 2 of them used again. But he just doesn't have the units. And look at the spearman spam. Ra's aged up, and he aged up with the citadel. That gives him a fort. He can turn one of his town centers into a fort, essentially. But he doesn't need any god powers right now. You just look at this spam of spearman. What does Uranus make? What does Blitz make here? He's making heavy Cav, heavy Contarius. He's making medium Termas, Arcus. He just doesn't have enough stuff. Good. Look at all these spearmen. Look at them go. Look at that bonus versus cavalry. He's got the slingers as well, and slingers now have 1 divine damage per second on top of their damage. Divine damage, for anyone who's wondering, divine damage just completely negates any, like, armor. Oh, we've got a beetle. We've got a scarab over here. Scarabs are such a cool myth unit. That's his age 3 myth unit. They're essentially a siege weapon. And look, he's just flooding his base with 7 barracks production. He's got 2 beetles. Now, that carnivora, I don't think it's going to do enough damage to it. No, look, these beetles are going to absolutely destroy the town center. There's no sky passage here. There is one up here, so his citizens are going to have to run away to that sky passage. Yeah, he's going to lose the town center. These scarabs at 900 HP, 75 crush attack. Absolutely insane. And just 2 scarabs is all it needed. And there's no way that he was able to defend against this. And he just calls it. And he just calls it, loses it all. Wow, there you go. Well, that was faster than I thought it was going to be. It was looking really good for Blitz early on with the Sky Passes play. You know, taking map control, taking that early second town center as well. But the Ra build is back, baby. 7 barracks farm build. Any Ra players out there, this is making me want to play Ra again as well. And I like the Egyptian civs. I like the Egyptian civilization. I'm really enjoying the Egyptian civilization. And yeah, that's that farm build was looking pretty scary. That it reaches that point where you get once you've got your eco down, you've got all your farms down, and you can spam the rain god power. Then you can get all of the barracks down. 7 barracks H2 play there. 7 barracks. All resources collected. You can see here it was quite slow to begin with for Chemo. But then bang, this was around the sort of time when the rain power was used and he got all of the farms down and bang, look at that. He overtook his opponent. Absolutely great stuff. Great stuff. I'm definitely going to be playing more both of these civs. I really like Ra and I really like Uranus as well. So I'm definitely going to be playing both these civs. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that game. We've got Chemo, who's ranked in the top 10 right now, and he is playing Ra. So hopefully that inspires some of you Ra players out there and gives you a nice, juicy build order. So hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I will catch you in the next game. Peace.